Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today we are making up a pan-seared ribeye steak. I'm using a boneless ribeye prime one. You use what suits you by all means. And here's everything you'll be needing. Okay, so first off, please be sure your steak is at room temp. You do not want to sear a cold steak because it will not cook properly for you. And I patted it dry, and we are gonna salt this really well. This is a 1 pound steak. It's probably about a 1 inch in thickness. And I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Make sure you get it on there everywhere. And we'll flip it over and do the other side. You may think it's a lot of salt, but it's not. This is a thick steak. And then we'll go in with some fresh pepper. Please use the fresh pepper because it makes all the difference in the world with these steaks, because the other pepper is just it's really ground. So you want coarse ground with a good steak like this. If you're going to spend some good money on a steak, you might as well do it right. And now I'm just going to flip it. I'm just going to lightly pat it. Help it along there. And I'll get the other side. Okay, and you want to make sure you get that salt on that fat cap around there. You want this salt and peppered all the way around. Whatever's falling on that plate. Okay, now make sure your pan is heated up. You want that really heated up because you're looking for a really good sear on this steak. So make sure you heat your pan up a good 3 to 4 minutes before you put that steak in there, because you want it really hot. So we're going to go ahead and get it in the pan. Okay, I'm going to go in here with a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And drop the steak away from you. Don't just throw it in there and burn yourself. Please don't do that. Now you can see this pan is hot. Away from you. Okay? And we're not going to disturb this. I like to press it so it can get some nice browning on it. But once you do this here, don't do it again, because you don't want to keep pressing it. You just want good contact with the bottom of that pan. So I'm going to let this go about maybe 2.5 to 3 minutes, and I'm not going to disturb it. Now you cook your steak the way you want. Now your best, the best thing to do would be for you is, if you're not sure about the steak, please use a meat thermometer, because a lot of us don't like medium rare. A lot of us like it medium well, rare, well done. You know, we all like it different, but we like it medium rare. So we're cooking the steak probably tops maybe 5.5 to 6 minutes, because it will carry over cook after it comes off. But your best thing to do is, if you're not sure, use a meat thermometer. And I want this oil all around that meat. Just help it along. So we'll let that sear. Okay, we're going to go ahead and flip our steak. See that nice sear there? Now I turned it down a little bit. I have it on like a medium high. And on this side, now that I flipped it, I'm going to go with 3 minutes. The other side I did 2.5. Now I'm going to throw in 3 or 4 sprigs of thyme, and I have a small sprig of rosemary, some fresh herbs. So we'll put those there, and I got 3 medium cloves of garlic. Just smash them down with the back of your knife there. And I'm going to go in with 3 tablespoons of butter. or more. Just depends. And just kind of stir the herbs around and that butter and that garlic. Get it all around that steak. And I'm going to start basting this, but I don't want to move it. Oh, that smells good already, those herbs. And this is going to help cook it on the top as well. And just move those herbs around. And just keep basting. Okay, so after the 3 minutes on this side, I'm going to just sear the sides of the fat cap. Just, you know, a few seconds, maybe 10, 15 seconds. Just tilt it on the side there. Oh, that smells good. Get some of that garlic on top and just kind of move it around. Get some of that flavor right on there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and sear the sides where you see that fat cap. Just a few seconds. Doesn't need much. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? All right. We're going to get our steak out, and it's very important to let it rest on our plate for at least 5 minutes before we cut this. Okay? Look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? We're going to let this rest now. Okay, y'all, my steak has been resting for 5 to 8 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and slice this up. Now you can go as thick or thin as you want, but I wouldn't go too thin. Yummy, look at that there, guys. Beautiful. So I'm just going to keep cutting the steak up. Okay, I got it plated up. We're having, now that steak will serve 2 people, by all means. But if you're a steak eater, I am sure you'll have no problem. But now your pan drippings, don't throw those. We're going to put a little, we save a little bit to put right over our steaks. And this is flavor. We're having a sweet potato and some salad with it. Curtis, you going to try it? Go ahead.
Ooh. Holy, that's so good.
Is it good? He's ready to eat, but y'all can see there that's medium rare. Now, if you don't like medium rare, just go for a couple of more minutes. But as I said, you're better off getting your meat thermometer if you're not sure. But those of you that are not subscribed, please do so. It's truly appreciated. Make you up one of these delicious steaks and go check out my merch. And I guess until next week, we will see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless.